Hello, Durud and Shalom. Guys, the entire world is uniting to condemn Israel's attack on Hamas in Doha. And I think maybe they have forgotten what the enemy is, who the enemy is. We need to remind them the monsters that we're dealing here. Israel is right now all around the world is being condemned for doing what nobody else dares to do, standing up against evil. The entire world has lost its backbone. It's only Israel that is standing up, and it gets condemned for it. It's amazing how Hamas gets to do October 7th, and then the leaders who planned October 7th, which is one of the most violent, disgusting acts of terror in our lifetime, they get to just live in five-star hotels in Doha. And if we lived in a sane world, the whole world would have been uniting to go and dragging them out of those five-star hotels, kicking and screaming and just executing them right in the middle of the street in front of everybody. The whole world would have been united to do that. The fact that did not happen is insanity. The world should be condemned for not doing that to the leaders of Hamas in Doha immediately after October 7th, or even before it, actually. But no, it's not that. That is not, we're not condemning Qatar for supporting those Hamas leaders and giving them refuge and supporting them financially and everything else. We're not condemning them. I mean, to be honest, we should also be condemning the United States, given that Qatar is a major U.S. ally, even though they were supporting Hamas, even though Qatar is supporting Hamas. I mean, the fact that the United States does not end its relationship with Qatar while it's giving refuge to the leaders of October 7th, it's a shame on America. But no, instead of condemning the entire civilized world for how they could just accept these murderers, these monsters just living in five-star hotels, and they don't just get united to it. I mean, Qatar is supposed to be a civilized, rich, advanced countries, and it just harbors terrorists. And apparently that's normal, that you don't condemn that. But no, we have to condemn Israel. We have to condemn Israel that comes and cleans up the mess, takes out the evil. That's what we have to condemn. They're like, that's not part of international norm. It's not based on it's not the norm for you to just come and bomb. Like, really? Was October 7th based on international norm? What are you talking about? Like, I mean October 7th, maybe you forgot about that because that was like, I don't know, more than a year ago. But what about September 8th? What about September 8th? So, guys, I was supposed to do this yesterday, but then the attacks in Doha happened and I had to change the topic. But maybe it's actually a good thing, because now that everybody is condemning Israel, maybe we don't need to go all the way back to October 7th. Let's just go back only 2 days in Jerusalem, where Hamas celebrated this. They celebrated this. The leaders of Hamas celebrated this. So let's see, 2 days ago, here's the post. This morning in Jerusalem, 6 innocent civilians were brutally murdered. Palestinian terrorists opened fire on a bus full of people, aiming to kill as many as possible. What kind of education produces such madness? Islamic education. That's your answer. Islamic education. No, so thank you for the super chat. Somebody saying, Armin, you should do a co-op with Tal Oran, the traveling clad YouTube channel. He does debate a Zionist call in shows. He has 600,000 subs. Okay, debate is well. He is he a Zionist himself? Because I'm trying to argue against people who disagree with me. But yeah, maybe we could do something. Can you tell him to reach out to me? Because I've reached out to so many people and I didn't get any responses. So I've given up on reaching out to people and then getting nothing back. I spent so much time reaching out to people and they don't respond. So now, if you want me to do that, they need to reach out to me, because I'm not going to do any of that anymore, because it just takes so much time. Unless you guys want to help me with that. So let's go with this one. Who's in the chat, by the way? Sam is here, Sid is here, Shauna is here, Tora is here, Nail Bunny is here, Carl is here. Fantastic. Are the Israel anti-Israeli haters here? Are the racist anti-Jewish people here? Are they here? They're going to show up. They usually show up 15 to 20 minutes into the show. Well, let's watch this. So let's see. She's saying this is one of the victims shot to death on the bus today in Jerusalem. Sarah, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm going to try. Here's her name. Seeing this photo of her at the Novo Memorial site pierces my heart. Terrorism stalks the innocent at music festivals and on buses. Evil. So she was one of the victims. Look, she's here showing her respect to the victims of October 7th, not knowing that she's going to be one of the victims of these monsters soon. By the way, you saw how many countries are condemned Israel's attack in Doha, taking out Hamas. By the way, we should really appreciate how amazing Israel is, because just we don't have to go back 500 years, 200 years, not even 50 years. We just have to go back 20 years to see that most of the time in war, if you wanted to take out the leaders of an army, you had to go through thousands of soldiers on civilians, just random normal soldiers of a country, to be able to eventually get to their leaders. And Israel is skipping all of that, and it's just going right to the leaders without all the mass casualty in between. And we should really appreciate how effective Israel is. I mean, I don't know if they managed to take out the Hamas leaders or not. We have to see what the update is. But these attacks always just skips the bloodbath in the middle and just goes straight to the leaders responsible for planning these terrorist attacks. And these are very clean, much less bloody ways of doing war that Israel is operating in. This is something that we should be congratulating Israel for. This is a new modern way of doing warfare, better than the U.S. Just skip killing innocent people and soldiers, and just go straight for the leaders. I mean, guys, do you guys like people like the people, the Hamas? How could you have peace? How could you have peace if you are killing the people who are supposed to negotiate peace? Fucking idiots. First of all, they weren't negotiating peace. They were negotiating a ceasefire for the sake of rearming and growing back again, right? But also, if you kill all the people who are the decision makers, then you're not going to have war anyways. That's a more sure way of getting to peace. That's a more like, oh, the people who are attacking us, we were negotiating a peace agreement with them, but you killed them all. So how could we have peace now? You idiot. Well, if you kill them all, then there is no one to fight anymore. So there is no war anymore. If all the people who could actually negotiate a peace are dead, then also all the people who could wage war are also dead. You fucking moron. Anyways, what is this in front of me? Oh, this one. So this person is saying Prime Minister's Carney's official statement. Also, this is Canada. Carney's official statement on the deadly terrorist attack in Jerusalem. Oh, okay. It's empty. Okay, apparently it's empty. I don't know. I'm just showing you what other people are saying. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. What do you guys? Why is it a stupid question? I don't know what you're talking about. Michael. Okay. So, you guys are fighting with each other, huh? Oh, okay. Let me know if you have anything. Where are the anti-Israelis? They usually show up. They're not here yet, huh? It's too early. They usually show up. I think they're going to be here in 10 minutes from now. What is this one saying? Six innocents have been murdered in Jerusalem this morning. Guys, I know this is late news. This is 2 days ago, but I think it's good that we're doing this late, because it's just people have forgotten who has Israel taken out in Doha. I think this is good. This was 2 days ago, and people think like, Armin, why didn't you do it 2 days ago? Well, I think it's good that we're doing it a bit late after the Doha attack. Don't you? Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? Because everybody has just forgotten how evil Hamas is, and instead of thanking Israel for taking out Hamas, they're condemning it. So maybe it's good that we're doing this a bit too late. So 6 innocents have been murdered in Jerusalem this morning, while Mahmoud Abbas is in the UK to discuss their recognition of Palestine. Fuck you. Fuck the recognition of Palestine. Anybody who discusses the... By the way, what's happening in France right now? They were trying to recognize a government for Palestine, but France apparently is not. They're having a problem with this, with creating their own government right now, huh? Like amazing. But yeah, I mean, the UK is not doing so. Why is it that failing countries are all trying to recognize Palestine? What is that? So recognize rewarding terrorism on the same day as a terrorist attack. You can't make this up. Yep, they were meeting. They were trying to recognize Palestine on the very day that the Palestinians were killing Jews in Jerusalem. By the way, guys, when I say Palestinian, from now on, I'm referring to terrorists, okay? Because the other people who live in that area, who are not terrorists, okay? They're just Arab. Okay? Palestinian is a terrorist identity. Okay, so saying somebody is based on my the definitions, the working definitions on this channel, saying somebody is a Palestinian and somebody is a terrorist is the same thing. Palestinian is the name of a terrorist movement. It's not a name of a nation. It's not a name of a group of people, like an ethnicity or any other identity other than a terrorist identity. Okay. The people there, they are the people of Gaza, the people of West Bank. Their group identity is Arab. Okay, so in the same way that Islam is anti-Arab, Islam is anti-Arab. Right? Listen to this again. Islam is anti-Arab. Palestinian is also anti-Arab. Okay, the Arab culture separate from Islam is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, separate from it. But the disgusting part comes from Islam. In the same way that Islam poisons Arab culture and Arab people, the Palestinian movement also does the same thing. Okay, but Arab culture, Arab history, beautiful thing. The Arabic language, all of it is beautiful, separate from Islam, separate from being Palestinian. Islam is a poison to Arabs in the same way that being a Palestinian is a poison to being Arab. It's a virus. The Palestinian cause is a virus. So if you're not a terrorist, then you're not a Palestinian. If you live in Gaza and you live in the West Bank and you're not a terrorist, then you are not a Palestinian. You're just Arab. Okay? If I call you a Palestinian, I'm calling you a terrorist. Oh, hey, the haters are here. The free Palpatine people. The free Palestine. The watermelon people. Guys, we should have a fruit. How come they have a fruit? We should have a fruit. What is our fruit? We should have cucumber so they could shove it up their ass. Well, no, maybe a pineapple. Well, hold on. Ain't nobody scared of you. Look at this. Somebody saying LMAO. This is the guy. Ain't nobody scared of you, bro. Okay, you fucking idiot. What did I ever claim that anybody is afraid of me? You're room temperature IQ. Room temperature IQ. Like, oh, nobody's afraid of you. Wow, really? Glad I didn't claim that anybody's afraid of me. Is that all you got? Anyways, let's go to the next tweet. Look at this. See? Oh, right. Guys, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan this. Look at this. Beautiful Dahlia, friend of the show, Arab Egyptian woman. I love her. She's Muslim, but she hasn't been poisoned by Islam. She's only a nominal Muslim, and I love her. She's an amazing person. See? I mean, she's Muslim, but to be fair to Dahlia, she she has created her own version of Islam in her mind because she's such a good person. Again, good Muslims are Muslims who don't abide by Islam, do not live according to Islam. So let's see what Dahlia is saying. You see, I was saying, uh, yeah. So Dahlia, by the way, is very much in favor of Israel and very much against the Palestinian cause. So let's see what Dahlia is saying here. Dahlia is saying Hamas praises the bus attack in Jerusalem and calls upon the Palestinians in the West Bank to do more of that. Maybe a reminder to the European leaders who want to recognize a Palestinian state that they are only endorsing the emboldening of terrorism. Look at this, guys. See, not every woman with a hijab. Do not be against every single woman with a hijab. Look at this. Dahlia is against recognizing the Palestinian state because it's emboldening terrorism. Fantastic. Let me actually see. I'm an anti-Islamic atheist, and I will retweet this Muslim. This Muslim is on our side. This Muslim lady is on our side. See, guys, you have to know we are anti-Islam, but we're not anti all Muslims. Okay, Dahlia is on our team. Love her. And she's saying my deepest condolences. Fantastic take. Love Dahlia. Go follow her. Go follow her work. She's amazing. She was a guest on the show as well. Hey guys, look at the chat. The chat is filled with haters, with racist, anti-Jewish haters in the chat. Oh my God, they're so butthurt. Guys, point at them. Point at them and laugh. Point at them and laugh. The free Palestine people. Oh, some of them left. They come here, they try to get on my nerves and they see it doesn't work, so they just leave. Amazing. Okay, let me see. What do we have here? This morning, there was a terrorist attack in Jerusalem. In this one image, everything is said. A simple scene. No gilded coffin. Here, just grief, disbelief, silence, quiet prayer, a life lost, a light has left the world. Are you still turning your back on Jews? Okay, let's go to this one. And what is this? Hamas posted this image today celebrating the murder of 6 innocent Israelis in Jerusalem and encouraging more. Less than a week ago, Tucker Carlson struggled to accept that they're a terrorist group. Unbelievable. Look at this. Wait, I should see if I could translate this with ChatGPT. Do you guys want to see that? Because I speak Persian, I don't speak Arabic. I could translate this. I will come back to it once ChatGPT has a translation. I want to see what these monsters are saying. Let's go here. Let's go to this one. What's happening in the chat? Okay, so Michael is saying hero of the day, a Haredi yeshiva student who got his gun license about a year ago, was one of the people who shot the terrorists, preventing more deaths as a result of the attack in Jerusalem. So apparently this guy took out his gun and shot the terrorists. Oh wait, I got the translation. Let's go back here. So this is the Hamas thing. Hamas posted this. It says, we call upon our heroic youth. So this is a poster posted by Hamas after the attack that happened against the bus. So this is, again, YouTube, these are not my words. These are Hamas words. We're just reporting it so people could see what Hamas is saying. We do not endorse any of this. So Hamas here is saying, We call upon our heroic youth to escalate the resistance action in all areas of the West Bank and Jerusalem, and to rise up against the aggressors to deter them from persisting in their crimes and from moving forward in the plan to annex the West Bank. Oh yeah, you're not going to get the West Bank. You're going to lose Gaza and the West Bank, all of it. All of it is Israel. Then it says, before what remains of Palestine slips away from the hands of our people. There is no Palestine. There is no Palestine. Palestine has already been, there is no Palestine for you to lose. Palestine doesn't exist. Palestine does not exist, you fucking idiots. I mean, you know that, by the way. Hamas, Hamas doesn't even fight for Palestine because the Palestine is an excuse. Okay, so this one is saying, one of the 6 Israelis murdered today in Jerusalem by Palestinian terrorists was Yakov Pinto, who came to Israel from Spain. He was 25 years old and had married recently. May his memory be a blessing. Oh, I like that. May his memory be a blessing. Oh, that's very beautiful. I like that. I like that more than may he rest in peace. This is a very secular way of celebrating this. Jeff in the chat saying, is asking me a question, saying, my question, are you Muslim? No, I'm an Iranian ex-Muslim. I used to be a Muslim, but now I'm cured. I used to be a Muslim, but now I'm cured. Yes. But thank you for the super chat. Hold on, let me see. Oh, saying that pissed off a lot of people, huh? I say I'm cured, like, oh, what a joker. Oh, that got on your nerve. That got on your nerve, huh? Yeah, you hate it when I call Islam as a disease. The disease that it is. Ooh, I like it when you guys get when these fucking racists, when these fucking terrorists get angry. I like it. Jeff is giving us another super chat saying, what does that mean? It means, Jeff, that I was a Muslim, which is a sickness, and now I'm not a Muslim anymore. I left Islam, so now I'm cured. Now I'm good. I cured myself. I did self-medication. Oh, somebody's saying, what made you leave Islam? Islam made me leave Islam. Reading the Quran and history, biology, and reading the Quran made me leave Islam. The best. I read the best. Here's what happened. Okay, I read the best book ever written against Islam. The single best book ever written against Islam. I recommend it to everyone. It's called the Quran. Okay, have you heard of it? Have you guys heard of it? It's a fantastic book and the most anti-Islamic. When you read it, you understand what a fucking poison this ideology is. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, so when I in Iran, when you go to school, they pick parts of the Quran. They don't teach you all of Quran. Teaching you all of Quran is really bad for your faith. So I just picked up the entirety of it, and I read it all the way through. Yeah. Somebody saying, as Yusuf saying, I disagree with Armin when he says Islam is a disease. Oh, it is a disease. It's one of the worst. Oh, look at this. Fifi saying, read us a verse in Arabic. Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Ha. Oh, liar. People are like, you're liar. Oh, yeah. By the way, you know what I'm going to say now? Oh, your accent was good. Because I'm Iranian, you fucking idiot. I wasn't Arab. I was born in a Persian-speaking country. Like, oh, your accent is not good. Well, because I wasn't born in an Arabic country. The fact that I know these verses in Arabic, even though my language is Persian, that is already... Oh, rank. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's right in the It's Fataha. That's the Surah Fataha. You know, I knew it, guys, before he said it because I didn't pronounce it. Because when I say as Zalin, I don't say va, like I don't say it like an Arab, va, Zalin, because I said it Zalin. Wrong, wrong. These people, these motherfucker, if a white woman today just read you what I just said with much worse of an accent, they would be fucking, they would be in tears, they would be coming right in on the spot. They would jizz their pants right away if a white woman just said what I said. But as soon as you, as a native Persian speaking, if I read a Quranic verse, first of all, when was it knowing the Arabic verses exactly? You fucking idiot. I know Islam more than you. If you just say the Shahadatain, if you say Ashhadu anna La ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, that makes you a Muslim, even if you don't know a single Quranic verse, you fucking idiot. I know Islam more than you. But they're like, wrong, because my accent is not perfect. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your Quran. Look at this. He's reading Fatiha again. I read it to him and he's saying, read it again. These people will get, if these people will never be satisfied. These people will never accept that somebody was a Muslim and then you left Islam. Because even if you prove it to them, they were like, what about this? You have to have, even if you go and have 3 PhDs in Islam, they were like, but why don't you have 4 PhDs? Fuck these people. Fuck these people. I know I was a Muslim. Okay, Jeff, thank you for the super chat. Jeff is saying, not all Muslims teaching is wrong, but most I don't agree with. Also, lots of oil in Iran. What does the oil in Iran have to do with any of this? First of all, not all Muslim teaching is wrong. Okay, first of all, the parts that are not wrong are actually makes the disease even worse. When our ideology tells you to go capture women in battle and rape them, and then on the side it says, but take care of orphans, Muslim orphans, okay? Go take care of orphans. You're like, oh, taking care of orphans is good though. Fucking idiot. We already knew that's good. We didn't need the Quran. The fact that the Quran has that while telling you to go rape women in battle makes the take care of orphan parts worse, because it provides cover for the evil parts. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? When the Quran says go capture women in battle and fucking rape them, I don't give a shit that it also tells to take care of orphans. That's the PR front. That's the sugar coating for the poison pill. Unbelievable. It's so amazing that the prophet, a religion with a prophet that has sex with children, that rapes children, people are like, well, not all of it is bad. Fuck you. The man that they celebrate more than anyone else in the world had sex with a 9-year-old girl, and this religion is still celebrated. How is this still celebrated? It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Okay, one of the six. I already read this one. Oh yeah, I like this. May his memory be a blessing. That's fantastic. So let's go to this one. So, this is by the official account of Israel, saying this is the evil Israel faces. 2 terrorists. By the way, please understand that this evil is Islam. The evil is Islam. Okay? The evil is not radical Islam. It's not political Islam. The evil is Islam. Islam is the problem. Islam is the problem. Not radical Islam, not fundamentalist Islam, not political Islam. Islam is the problem. So it's saying 2 terrorists opened fire on a bus in Jerusalem, targeting passengers, bystanders, and anyone in reach. 5 murdered, over a dozen wounded. The war Israel fights is for all who stand against terror. Yes, Israel is fighting this war for the entire world, and the rest of the world is too blind to recognize that. If people were more intelligent, the whole world would come to the whole world would be celebrating Israel. I mean, honestly, it's a huge moral failure that the rest of the world is not united behind Israel and yet even though Israel stands mostly on its own, it still manages to somehow succeed. It still somehow manages to succeed. This is, by the way, guys, I don't know if the Doha attack was in response to this. Do you guys think the Doha attack was in response? Is there audio on this? Let me see. This is what they were celebrating. And let me tell you this. The enemies of Israel might be laughing and celebrating this now, but Israel will always find every single one of them. Throughout the history of Israel, Israel has proven that anybody that harms an Israeli, there's a ticking clock just started up right above their head. And we don't never know what exactly, how, when is it going to be. Is the number above their head like 1 day, 1 hour, 1 month, 5 years, 10 years? But sooner or later Israel is going to come for you, and Israel is going to send a message to the whole world that if you come for Israelis, we will find you and we will end you. This is Israel's promise, and so far they have delivered. So far Israel has delivered. So hold on, let me see. Oh, we got another super chat. Let's see what this one is saying. Jeff is saying, damn, I agree with you, LOL. I just wanted to see if you would say something against the prophet. Okay, yeah, of course. Fuck Muhammad. Oh, you were testing if I'm really an ex-Muslim? Yeah. Dude, I burned the Quran on camera, Jeff. I've done. If go look at my history, man. And again, thank you for the super chat. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Amir, for getting 5 memberships for the people in the chat. Really appreciate that. Okay, so by the way, this lady is really great, but I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't know how to pronounce. She's Persian, but her name is nothing that I've seen in Persian. So I don't know how to pronounce. Somebody help me with that. So she posted, Keir Starmer will meet with Palestinian PA leader Mahmoud Abbas today to discuss recognition of Palestine. Meanwhile, a terrorist killed 5 people in Jerusalem this morning. Terrorism, which in the past has been financed by Abbas. As always, good timing, Keir. You eternal scumbag. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Jeff is saying I follow, by the way. Well, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. I appreciate you following us. Oh, you follow her or me? The Persian Jews. By the way, guys, go look in social media. Every time there's an attack on Israel, you could see Iranians are on the front line defending Israel. And every time Israel makes an attack somewhere, like when Israel attacked the Hamas leaders in Doha, just go look at the celebration that the Iranian people had. Please understand that. Please understand that so many Iranians celebrate everything Israel does, and so many Iranians are there to support Israel every time. Guys, and given that Israel needs more help on the social media battle, because Israel is doing a perfectly good job on the battle on the ground, on the intelligence battle, and on the arms battle, right? So Israel seems to be more than capable to do everything itself. The area Israel needs help right now is on social media and also on traditional media. That's where Israel needs more help. Okay. Especially, and that's why I think where Iranian people, including myself, could come and help, because Israelis are 9 million, but Iranians are 90 million, right? So given that Iranian people are from the Middle East and they're much higher in number, they could provide a service here on social media. So that's where the Iranian people could make a difference by going everywhere and saying that they're Iranian and they're supporting Israel, because it's really harder for the Westerners to dismiss Iranians as racist or imperialist or fascist, given that they come from the Middle East themselves. So Iranians out there going and defending Israel has a huge impact. And again, there's a lot of Iranians. So that's why I think it's a good contribution from Iranians, given that Israel is doing so much service to Iranians by attacking the people who kill Iranians in Iran. I think the Iranians should pick up this response. You know, I think more Iranians should be present on social media and be defending Israel. Thank you, Amir, in the chat. Oh, okay, let me see. We got a whole bunch of support. Yeah, thank you guys. Wow. So okay, Jacob just gave Jacob saying Al Qaeda is Palestinian. Abdullah Azam is the founder. Yeah, I mean, Palestinian is not a name of a group of people. Palestinian is a name of a terrorist movement. There is no Palestinian people. If you're a terrorist from that region, you are Palestinian. If you're Palestinian, then you are a terrorist. Okay, I'm not generalizing, because if you're not a terrorist, I don't consider you Palestinian. And Kenny just gifted 5 memberships for the people in the chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Kenny. So wait to see. What the Persian Jews is saying here. Reuters calls it a suspected shooting attack in Jerusalem. BBC puts terrorists in quotation. Really? Hold on. Are you sure? Suspected? No, that's AP. They put Israeli police said 2 terrorists. They put terrorists in quotation? Are you serious? Why would they put terrorists in quotation? What the fuck? Okay. All right. So BBC puts terrorists in quotation marks. Reuters says that the bus was on a street that leads to Jewish settlements. Oh my God. You can't hate legacy media enough. I mean, yeah, you know what? Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you are right. Sometimes you guys are right regarding legacy media. Oh, Jacob just gave us a super chat. Jacob is saying no one knows Al Qaeda. No one knows that Al Qaeda is Palestinian. Bin Laden was just the money guy. Abdullah Yusuf Azam was the real leader, founder. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Thank you so much, Jacob, for that. I will try to look into that. If I remember. But thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. And then we have Max here is saying there are not enough words for this evil that exists. My beautiful 25-year-old. Oh no. My beautiful 25-year-old nephew Jacob was on the bus to his teaching job in Jerusalem this morning. Terrorists stormed his bus and shot him. He immediately called my niece to say how much he loved her, his family, and the new life he had waited for. Unbearable, inconsolable, unimaginable. Life ended before it began. May his memory be a blessing. Heartbroken. The depths of Palestinian depravity are limitless. The depths of Palestinian depravity are limitless. Fucking hell. Oh my God. Oh, this is the message that he sent. Oh my God. Fucking hell. So let's go look at this one. Here it says despicable, independent makes a moral equivalence between Israel and the Palestinian terrorists who deliberately targeted innocent civilians in Jerusalem. If you can't tell the difference between the two, you have no moral compass. Let me see, what did they say? It says Israel is hit by terror while unleashing its own terror and God. Holy shit. Is this really? Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this, guys. Look at on the day that they killed innocent people in Israel. Look at the independence title. Israel is hit by terror while unleashing its own terror in Gaza. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Unleashing its terror in Gaza. What the fuck are you talking about? No army more than Israel has tried to avoid civilian casualties. What the fuck are you talking about? These fucking monsters. Unbelievable. Let me see. We got some super chats. Let me see what are people saying in the super chat. Dingo November saying the land was called Palestine by Romans because of Jews, not Arabs. Yes, exactly. They hijacked everything, even the name. They love hijacking. They love hijacking, don't they? Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's an imperial name. That's why we called it an imperial name. Jewish Samantha just gave us a super chat saying, would you have left Islam if your parents were religious? I probably would be. I was a very rebellious kid. It would have actually been more likely. Actually, yeah, it would probably be more likely that I would have left Islam. I would have left Islam sooner if my parents were religious, given how rebellious I was. Jeff is saying King Xerxes would disagree with Persia today. What? What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, Persia. It's not Persia. There is no Persia. It's Iran. And what does that got to do with anything? Do you think like we Iranians we look at our former kings as like prophets? First of all, you have no fucking idea what he would think, and also, this is not Islam, and King Xerxes is not our prophet. I think you're confusing nationalism with a religion. Palestinians invented plane hijacking. Yes, Jacob gave us a super chat saying Palestinians invented plane hijacking. True. All right, so let's go here. Eyal is saying, I just read through the entire New York Times article about the terrorist attack in Jerusalem. Not once did they mention that Palestinian terrorists perpetrated the attack, nor that the victims were Israeli or civilian. Interesting. Yeah, the media is so anti-Israel. This is why we need to, me and you, everybody, guys, we need to work extra hard on social media, given that the media is so much against us. What is this? Ultra-Orthodox Israeli hero ran towards terrorists during the attack in Jerusalem, fought to neutralize them, took cover in bus, saving many lives. Oh, really? Okay, so this is the same guy, I think. Look, while everybody was running away, look at this. This guy, it took his gun and went towards the bus, trying to kill the terrorists. This guy saved a whole bunch of people's lives that day. Look at this. There's no idea. Oh my god, look at that. Look at this is bravery, you know? Everybody is running away from the bus. He went towards the bus. Very impressive. Knowing that he might die. That's pretty impressive. Anyways, guys, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, people are very impressed. Yeah, he did have a gun. He that's why he went towards the bus to take them out. But and those guys had machine guns, and they were more than him. I mean, he survived. That's pretty impressive. He must have known how to use his gun. He managed to take out some of them, and he didn't die. Jack is saying, how can Israel stop terror attacks? By taking out the leaders, by continuing to do exactly what it's doing right now. Israel is doing really great. I hope Israelis really appreciate what their government is doing right now. I know some of you don't agree with it, but looking from outside, you should really appreciate what your government is doing right now. Jack is saying, but some terror attacks are by lone wolves. Okay, obviously, Jack, you obviously cannot have end all terrorism in the world. You just need to reduce it as much as possible. And right now, the best way to reduce it by as much as possible, you don't be an absolutist. You cannot have, you cannot, we can't ask for a utopia when there's no terrorism. That's not realistic. We just have to ask for a world where terrorism is minimized and terrorists are going to have a bad time, right? They're going to be hunted down. And Israel, if your expectation from your government is to basically have zero terrorism, you're asking for too much. You should be asking them for maximum pressure, maximum neutralization of terrorists, and that's what your government is doing. Yeah, and also don't ask your government to leave Gaza. Don't ask your government to leave Gaza. Israel should continue what it's doing in Gaza. Israel is, if anything, the criticism I have for Israel is that it's not using enough force in Gaza. There needs to be more force in Gaza. Israel should be more aggressive. I mean, I know why they can't because of the international pressure, but Israel does very well when it ignores international pressure and does what is needed to take out terrorists. Tora, I don't know what that analogy is referring to. Drain the swamp is usually from the people are talking about the deep state or stuff like that. I don't know how that works here. No, I don't get the point. Okay. All right, guys. So this is that. I covered it. You guys told me that this is important, and you were right. And I'm sorry I did it a bit too late, but no, actually, I'm not sorry because I think that doing it a little bit later than other people made it more meaningful right now. Because I mean, at least for our channel, because it's a good reminder for why Israel had to do the attack that it did in Doha. Like if this went without a response, then that's what you should have been angry about. Like it was, if Israel did not respond to this attack in Jerusalem, then that's when you should be fighting against criticizing your government. But Israel did respond. And guys, let me actually tell you something about the Doha attack. I don't know if they actually managed to take the leaders or not, but the fact that they did attack in Doha, that means that's by itself is a new message to the entire world that Israel will do what is necessary. And if you don't like it, you could fuck off. Let me tell you one more time, because this is a red line that Israel has crossed, and the whole world can't do anything about it. The whole world should just get used to it, okay? And the message is Israel will do what is necessary to protect its people. And if you don't like it, you could fuck off. That's the message. That's the message of the bombing in Doha. Regardless of whether the Hamas leaders died or not, I don't know. But that is the message. And again, you know who has received that message and who's sleeping is who is having a hard time to go to sleep tonight? Ali fucking Khamenei. Because there are no red lines. There are no red lines. If they bomb Doha, what else do you think Israel is going to do to come for everybody responsible for October 7th? Jacob is saying Palestinian behavior is destroying the world / Iran. Well, I wouldn't say destroying because Israel is not letting them. I wouldn't say destroying, because Israel, I mean, the Palestinian cause wants to destroy the world, but I don't think they will, because Israel is standing in their way. Oh, Ginga is saying, Armin, what about the member only videos? Okay, I will go back to doing member only videos. I will do that as well. I wasn't doing that for a while because there was so much news that I needed to cover, but we will have those again for our members. Yeah, Kenny's saying that's my conclusion as well. There are no red lines. I mean, and there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. When it comes to a matter of survival, there are no red lines. When somebody comes for your children, do you respect any red lines when it comes to going after the people who came for your children? That should be the same relationship a government has with its people. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe here. If you're new here, subscribe. We go live often. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. If you become a member, I'm going to do more member only shows as well. So that will be for people to appreciate people who became members. And leave a comment and after the show is over, so that more people end up seeing this show. And also recommend this channel. We do really good work here. Atheist Republic is doing really good work here, so recommend Atheist Republic to people. Okay. All right, guys. It's been great chilling with you guys, and I'll see you guys again on the next stream. Okay, I'm gonna go to my personal channel in about half an hour, and don't come there if you want to talk about politics or religion. On my personal channel, we're talking business. We're talking business, actual business, using AI, how to improve in business using AI. So that's my personal channel. It's not a political channel. So in about half an hour, I'm going to go live there, but don't come there if you're going to want to talk politics. That's not a political channel. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next show, unless you come to my personal channel, Armin Navabi personal channel. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, bye.